Good morning, my little friends. Today we're going to be still talking about the letter T. Okay, so here's our letter T, our capital T and our lowercase t. Remember, the T makes the T sound like television. Okay, and this is a table. Yesterday we read the story about Tommy Tiger, and we know that train and 10 and tiger all begin with the letter T. And here are some other pictures that we saw. We had telephone and talk. Track begins with the letter T. Telephone, tennis shoes. Tidy time, trucks, trash, teddy bears, Tinker toys. All those things begin with the letter T and a t, t, t sound. Today we're going to be working with some other pictures that begin with the letter T. Here we have a table and a tent and a tire and turtle. Let's do our letter T song. T is for table, t, t, t. T is for table, t, t, t. What else can you think of that begins with the letter T? On this paper, when we go to do this paper here, we have our capital T, or uppercase, and our lowercase t. Okay, so what we're going to do is you can either color it, or you can paint it, or you can do a rainbow trace. Okay, I'm going to use my different colors here. We're going to go straight down, and then across the top. Okay, straight down and across in here. Okay, so you can do a rainbow trace, or you can color it, or you could paint it. You can make it however you want to make it. Okay, straight down and across. Straight down and across. Straight down and across. Straight down and across. Okay, so here's our letter T. T, 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 T. Turtle and table and teeth and toys and trucks. All those things begin with the letter T. Turkey begins with T, and time begins with T. So here we have our letter T, and then on our paper here with our pictures, we're going to color these little pictures here, and we can color our table, and you can make these whatever color you want to make them. Okay, color our table. Look at your paper when you're coloring your pictures. And we have our tent. And again, you can make these whatever color you want to make them. Okay, this is a tent. Do you ever go camping? You go camping, a lot of times people will sleep in a tent outside when they go camping. Okay, and this is a tire. Okay, a tire is on the cars and trucks. All have tires on them. Now remember, if you're using a black crayon, you want to use it very lightly, because we don't want any black blobs. We just want to see what we're coloring. Okay, so you press too hard on the black crayon, it's just going to look like a black blob. And then we have our turtle. Okay, so we're going to make our turtle shell. We can make his shell green. And maybe we'll make his head and feet brown. Okay, so here we have our turtle. All right, now after you color your pictures, what we're going to do is we're going to cut very, very carefully. You're going to cut right on these lines. Now remember, when you're cutting, you're going to put your thumb in the little hole and your other fingers in the big hole. Okay, now we're going to cut right on the very outside line first. So we're going to hold our paper with our helping hand. Look at your paper while you're cutting. Very, very, very carefully cut slowly and carefully, and always make sure the scissors are going away from your body. Okay, go off the edge, and we're going to turn around, and we'll go again. And turn our paper again, and go all the way across. It's much easier if you go all the way across your paper first. Okay. Right on your lines, make sure you're looking at your paper. And then we're going to cut on our inside lines here. Okay, again, you don't want to cut your picture, so go right on the lines. Okay, here's our paper. We're going to go right on the lines. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to glue our T pictures, okay, our letter T. We're going to glue our T pictures, and we're going to glue them around our letter T. So remember, if you have your glue stick, just use a little bit at a time. And we're going to put our glue on the back, go all the way to the edges, okay, and then we're going to press our pictures on our paper. And let's press them to the edges. Let's count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the number 10 also begins with the letter T. And here we have our table. We can glue our table on. Put your glue on the back. And we're going to press our table on here. And here is our tire. So again, we'll put the glue on the back. And then we have our turtle. Okay, and again, we'll put our glue on the back of our turtle. And let's count to 10 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have letter T, makes the T sound. Let's go over our pictures together. We have tent, table, tire, and turtle. Now there's something else that begins with the letter T. I want to show you something else. Do you know what this is? This is a toy. It's called a top. Have you ever seen a top? A top is a toy. If you spin it around, you turn the top up there, it'll spin around and around and around and around and around. So this is a top. Okay, it's a spinning toy. And this was also sent to your parents, so you can have this at home as well. So down on the bottom, we have our letter T. So we're going to trace. Trace also begins with the letter T. We're going to trace our letter T. So we're going to start at the capital T. We're going to go straight down, pick up our crayon, and then go across. Go from left to right to do the top. And then our lowercase t, we're going to start at the top, pull straight down, and then we're going to go across. Okay, now at the top it says, top of the paper says, a top for Ted. Okay, so this is the top. We're going to find our letter T. We're going to see if we can find a capital T or a lowercase t. Okay, let's look all the way across and see if we can find any letters that look like a T. Oh, there we go. There's a capital T. It looks like this one. This is Ted. Ted starts with a capital T. So we're going to circle just that capital T there. And let's look again. Let's see if we can find the lowercase t. A top for Ted. Let's go very carefully. You see that? Okay, so with your crayon, very carefully, you want to circle just that letter T. And then we can go back and you can color your top. You can make it all different colors. Okay, and what happens is when you have a top, it's all different colors and it spins really, really fast. Sometimes the colors just like all blend in together. And it looks like a big blur. And then it slows down again. Okay, so tops are fun toys to play with. Some tops you have to spin by hand, and others have like a string that you would pull. And you can make these whatever colors you want to make your top. You can make it all different colors if you want. See? Whatever way you want to color it is fine. I like making mine all different colors. Okay, so what letter are we working with? The letter T. What does it sound like? T, t, t. Okay, go around your house and see if you can find other things that begin with the letter T and make the T sound.